Good morning, good morning, good morning to all the beautiful people out there. I don't know why this is on, but here we are. It is Monday morning, another motivational Monday slash this month, June, is PTSD month. And I believe there's a couple other things that add on to that. And today will be a serious show for me. And I hope for all of you, I'm sure a lot of you guys out there have experienced PTSD, what it entails, uh, pretty much the effects, the signs, the causes, the stats, and to see why, when people suffer from that, why a lot of things might be a little bit, or how they might be a little bit easier to understand. But I believe that's a lot of, you know, trauma that's going on in a lot of communities, in a lot of places. And I don't believe a lot of it's getting taken care of the right way. But to me, I feel like to honor PTSD month and to all our veterans, salute. I believe a lot of them suffer from a lot, childhood trauma, whatever it is. As always, we give all thanks and praise to God, and we would ask God to watch over us, keep us safe, keep us strong, watch over our families, and let us all one day maybe get to a place where we can all shake hands and agree to disagree, but still respect one another. Amen. But let me say hello to the people real quick. This is gonna be a good show. I believe so. SNS, what's up, brother? Oh, shout out this shirt that I have on. I'm gonna show you guys. Shout out to my boys, Stars and Stripes, Bars and Pipes. That's a local club around here. Well, they're 501c, but they do so much. They bring vets home. They show up at the airport. They raise money. I mean, one year they raised like 3,000 coats. And, they get a lot of, oh, well, they're not an MC or, they're not this. No, no, no. They're good dudes. They have a real brotherhood, man, and they really stick together. BB from VA, I hope you're having a great day. 527 Yankee, hello. Thanks for stopping by, man. Celia, I hope you're having a beautiful day. Rabbits, hello. I hope you're having a great day too. So anyway, what I want to talk about, I want to bring this up on the screen if you guys don't mind. I want to show you exactly what is going on with this PTSD. Obviously, I got to look at it this way. So, post-traumatic stress disorder is a mental health condition that is triggered by terrifying event, either experienced it or witnessing it. Symptoms may include flashbacks, nightmares, severe anxiety, as well as uncontrollable thoughts about the event. Now, I've been shot. I have PTSD, and the thing that I really wanted, this one right here, what I really wanted to answer and talk about is, what it says right here is how does PTSD change a person? Well, it says right here, trauma survivors with PTSD may have trouble with their close family, relationships, or friendships. The symptoms of PTSD can cause problems with trust, closeliness, communication, and problem solving, which in turn may impact the way a loved one responds to the trauma or survivor. Which in turn, I believe that you know, is that Drazzo? Drazzo, I was gonna see if you wanted to pop up, man, but I'm sure you're probably working. But I mean, to see all that and to see what happens with, a lot of these people, and I'm not saying that trauma can be explained so easily as far as like, okay, that's an excuse for people acting the way they do. But no, it does explain a lot. And when you're an adult and you suffer from that and you don't get it treated, I think that's why a lot of people lash out, act out, become very narcissistic and disrespectful because, you know, if you never deal with your childhood trauma, which a lot of us haven't, or maybe put it on the back burner, you're never going to be good to nobody else. And I didn't even know that PTSD Awareness Month, and another thing too, their ribbon is teal. That represents that. So, I mean, especially for your family. I mean, people on the internet and friends you meet, you can't really tell what somebody or what they go through. You can only go for off what they tell you, right? But when you see certain behavior, and I believe that's an explanation, but then these people that act the way they do, they'll act like that. No, that's not the issue. There's no trauma. There's nothing. Be that as it may, we all as a whole need to be better and do better and be more mindful of people. Now, I'm not saying in these communities because these people are you can't even make this crap up what these people do. But I believe as a whole, if you try to, like right now, this is a positive show for me. This is real content. This is real life stuff. These are the steps that I was talking about changing the channel, trying to get more in depth on problem solving as opposed to creating drama and chaos. I mean, I'm looked at as a guy from Philly. I come with an accent, a biker, whatever these guys think or they say, which really doesn't affect me. And I'm going to go into that too because I believe people that suffer from PTSD are very, very, very much more susceptible to be in a group think tank. Like it explains a lot why a lot of these people, not just on the internet, people in your life, even you wonder some people get together and you see them and then you realize that there's always like one common denominator, whether it's childhood drama, whatever it could be, an ex, a breakup, heartache, some kind of trauma that really took somebody to a place to where they're not themselves. They're acting different. And like I said, I want to be part of the solution, man. It's definitely a slow crawl, but here goes another one I thought you guys would find pretty interesting. Let me put it back up here. This one to me right here. It says, "What happens when PTSD is triggered?" When exposed to PTSD trigger, some people may re-experience the original trauma, including emotional, physical, sensations associated with it. Some people may only experience mild symptoms when exposed to a trigger, while others may have severe symptoms that hinder their daily functioning. And that's exactly what I'm trying to say. These people that I don't even want to spend light on that, you know, really put people down or make fun of that or make light of that. It's even, worse, but to really joke and play with something like that or really do some things um to know that's going to trigger somebody and might take somebody to a place to where it's not really a good place. And when you go there to that place, you make a lot of mistakes and things happen. But the thing is, what's really caught me about when I was reading this last night, because I do my homework before I did this show, and the main thing that really caught my eye, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know this, is that, you know, not only is it PTSD Awareness Month, but, like I said in the title, let us never forget, all wounds are not visible. You see people, you might see somebody with a smile that's really broken, man. Somebody who goes home and is lonely and really doesn't know how to act. Now, people say, is that because of the way they act? Now, yeah, because a lot of the trauma, when people act out and do stuff, right, is because of, some kind of, I don't want to know what you want to call it, but almost like I have to act this way because this is what I've seen, this is what I've been through, like a defense mechanism. And then when it's never treated, it just builds and builds and builds and gets worse. And then you see these grown adults on here acting the way they do. And really, it's a cry for help, is what I'm getting at. When you see people acting like that, they're really telling you that they need help, that they don't know how to. And look, I'm going to prove that right now because I'm going to share something with you guys that happened to me on Facebook yesterday. A friend of mine posted something, and I don't get mad. I don't like joking about people who, you know, remove themselves from this earth. And I'm gonna just show it to you. This is what and then you'll see my response. Check this out. Emerald, check this out. Look at this. So, is this the first one? Hold on, no. So, if you can't see or if you're just listening, it says, I scribbled out the name. It says 411. I've had enough of everything, so don't be surprised if I don't care at all. Point the and watch me just keep going as possible sooner than later. I'm sure you guys can fill in the blanks, which I think it was bad taste. And I don't even think cry for help or nothing. I now you'll see my response. I mean, this is ridiculous. And this is what I said to him. Bro, stop that talk. You have your son to be here for. God bless, bro. Many people who are here if you need, right? Now, this guy's talking about removing himself, and he's got a young son, and there's nobody that comments or says anything in like 20 some hours. So when I seen it, I was like, what's going on? And to me, that's the stuff like that little tidbit is what I don't like, what I don't respect. And I think that it's sad that there's so many other people out there who have, you know what I'm saying. I got to watch what I say on here. People who have already removed themselves and their families and everything. I think it brings up trauma, right? It brings up their trauma, talking about revisiting trauma. I mean, that's the thing. Like, why would you even do something like that? And nobody even said anything because I think people like he always does these quotes. And from my experience, I don't want to undermine anybody or anything, but usually people don't talk about it. They do it. And I don't really want to joke or play with that because I don't like it. I think that it's sad. Me too, Drazzo. I shut down too. All right, Kingston, cool. I just want everybody to understand that what I'm trying to do, Amanda, hello. Mike Squiggles. What I'm trying to do, Kingston, Mike Squiggles. What I'm trying to do here, I'm literally going through that with my cousin right now. Well, you know what, Amanda? The only thing you can do is do what you're doing, is be there for him. But, make sure you're stirred in a way that, I'm not saying taking advantage from you because you might get that either way, but just make sure that you're careful in everything that you do. And hopefully your cousin, you said, right, will want to get the help and understand because I'm sure they have trauma. I'm sure when you see your cousin like that, it brings back trauma in your life and stuff that you went through. Not saying, the whatever he's going through, just the fact of the rock bottom and understanding that when you let it go, let it go, let it go, it manifests into something else and it becomes uncontrollable. And this is why I always specify to all these guys out here and girls that are on here bullying, harassing people every day. I really don't care what you do. You choose to do that. But don't for 1 second think that we're slow and we don't understand that you also have been through a lot of trauma. And the best way to act like you haven't is to act like a tough guy, to act like nothing bothers you, to be on the defensive all the time, to group think tank, to have 5, 6, 7 people with you at all times, to really understand that the negative only works for a certain amount of time. Like you're trying to run a channel, give advice to people, but you're not taking the necessary steps to get yourself better so you can be as highest value to your family, your friends, and whatever you're doing here. You guys don't understand that. I do. You know what I mean? Like, I understand this thing way too well. Tell them to keep looking in the front windshield, man. The rear views, I mean, look in the front windshield. The rear view's small for a reason, you know? But, it's a shame because they're human beings and a lot of people just put people down, and hey, Lisa, BFF, people put them down. And especially like, SNS, man, in the biker community, especially being around, dudes or street guy or what part of any, state that you're from, if it's a little rougher than others, there's always like an image to uphold or a stigma to where you're not talking about this crap. Why would you want to tell people your weakness or what happened? They would look at a sign of weakness. Oh, I had childhood trauma. I've been through this and that. It's considered weak. You're a punk. Why would you do that, right? Real men don't do that. Real men don't cry. Yes, they do. And I tell you, yesterday, I want to say, marks 7 weeks since I buried my mother. And it's just, it's a sad thing. There's actually a picture of my mom when they came from Italy. Well, she came when she was 9, but that was her when she was 17 at my uncle's wedding. That was my mom. So it's been 7 weeks, guys. And here's her beautiful wedding picture. And I'll tell you, it hurts. I miss her every day. What's up, brother? What are you doing over here? You got the black dark or something?
Oh, no, my bad. Hold on. Let me try to get on here.
Brother, what's up, man?
All right. There we go.
Right there.
What's good, Code?
Nothing, man. Just seeing my boy Darren's here, my man. That's my boy, man. Since day one, that's my boy, man. To be honest, I consider him family.
What's good, Darren? What's good, chat?
The thing is, like, Darren just even said it, like, thank you so much, man. The thing, there's a lot that will look at you the way you mean. Yeah, brother.
Sorry, I'm still trying to get
we're talking about PTSD and why I wanted you to come on here, because I know that, you had a lot of shit in your life, and I'm sure you've seen a lot of things. Damn, sorry, Emerald. I mean, you don't have to talk about it, specifically, but, it's just crazy when you look at the signs and you look at some of the Snark, what's up? And you see some of the people. Thank you so much, man, for the kind words. My mom was beautiful, man. She was a great person. And it hurts, man. It hurts bad. But you know what? My dad came home Friday. We're working on stuff. He seems to be better. They're trying to put him on hospice. They want to put his foot out the door, man. And I'm not doing that. He's still cognitive. Dude, he went in the hospital. I gave him fentanyl, and he has on his chart no narcotics. So
yeah, I remember you saying he's never been too comfortable taking pain medication.
I was pissed off, man. But I say, like, even going through everything in my life, I could sit here and be a pity party, or I could sit here and say, you know what? I really want to be on a mission to help people. But I think a lot of people on here think that when they're acting the way they do, like, you could see that, I could see it, everybody in here could see that there's an underlining, it's almost the same common denominator. There's trauma, there's whatever happened to make somebody act that way. Is not somebody who's been through a pretty, like my cousins grew up good, no trauma. They're very calm kids, man. There's, where when you have that, I think it turns you a different way. Or you could be a person that just doesn't even, you all right over there?
Yeah, no, I'm listening.
That doesn't respond to that shit. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't even look at it a certain way, knowing that if you don't take care of that, man, you're gonna be no good to yourself, bro, or nobody else. So it's like, I just think that it's PTSD Awareness Month, so I just figure I wanted to talk about it, man. What's your thoughts on that?
I didn't even know it was PTSD Awareness Month.
All right, brother. Be safe, man. God bless. So what do you think, though? Do you think that Jen and Bear, hope you're having a great day.
It's funny
Yeah, it's fun.
for a second I forgot that like I'm on live with you. I just felt like I was just watching it on YouTube, but then I looked and
Yeah,
realized I'm on here again.
it's all good. It's all
Uh,
good, brother.
but
So, did you understand PTSD later on in life or earlier in life? Did you like? I'm sure you heard of it, but did you really? I don't know if your friends did you. I mean, you've been through a lot too. So,
yeah,
it,
but it's
it,
weird because in kind of in my case, in my sense, I feel I don't
it
know. I feel like a lot of my stuff is almost self inflicted. You know what I'm saying? Like I was brought up right, I was raised right, pretty much all the family stuff was good, but later on in
but there
life,
had to have been something there, bro. Something that had to been. You ain't got to talk about it. I'm just saying, or maybe there wasn't. I don't know. I mean,
yeah,
that's
like
that.
you're saying, a lot of people have underlying reasons that they may not even realize what pushes them forward. But
Like there might have been something even when you were a kid that, maybe when you were younger, somebody, maybe an aunt and uncle, grandparent, or something happened and you never even really thought that, or you saw it and just nobody made a big deal about it, but
yeah,
you never even know that that could be something that, and other things trigger that, but
yeah, not true. Yeah, I don't think I really ever had anything too crazy happen to me. Like I said, a lot of the bad stuff
that
I've
is
been through.
true though. She is right about that. Trauma can make you more resilient sometimes. Something bad is gonna happen. Learn to deal with it. That's what I've done, man. Like I realize like this, look, and I'll tell you, when you really let it go and just say, look, not that you're expecting something bad to happen, but like I know, bro, my dad, like it could be tomorrow, it could be a year from now, 2 years, whenever the good Lord says it's time, it's time. But I understand that I got to deal with that. Like it's a good point. It's the truth.
I give you a lot of credit, Mike, because you've been dealing with your parents are older. Obviously, your mom passed, last month or whenever it was. But
7 weeks yesterday,
yeah, man,
and I had the grandkids running me nuts every weekend, bro. Oh, man,
yeah, it's never a dull moment for you. It's like you got your older family you're looking after, taking care of, being there for. People don't realize how much of a full time job that can be, especially when you
but
got, you know,
where the average narcissist and the average pity party mother humper would sit there and try to like fundraise off something like that, or they would do what I'm trying to do is realizing how friggin' blessed that I am, how
right.
much time I had with my parents that I was able to live here with them. You know what I mean? I was able to be here to take care of them. And, you know, even with my father, like soon as I get done here, you know what I did? Yo, guys, to the women out there, yes, I can cook. I'm a beast. So I was thinking, I had all these bananas, right? I'm starting to see fruit flies. My dad will eat them brown. He's old school Dago. He don't care, right? So if anybody gets offended with Dago, we're 100% Italian, But so I get all these old bananas, I peeled them up, and
Banana bread?
I smashed them. Boom, 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 boom. And then I took the pancake batter, like the powder or whatever, put it together. I put a little bit drizzle of honey, a little bit of cinnamon. And man, let me tell you something. I mixed it all together. And
Yeah.
as soon as I get done here, I told my dad I'm gonna treat him. He's getting some banana pancakes, and I think he'll like them. But
Nice.
it tasted good, man. But
Good shit.
you know,
I know. I need a
it,
few lessons on cooking.
oh, dude, I made gravy yesterday. I made meatballs, gravy, dude. They were loving it.
Yeah.
My
What's
daughter
your
came
fa-
here and she took. Go
What's your
ahead,
whole favorite thing to make?
Tina.
Italian?
Dude, I can make anything. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Hey, Etsy Johnson, that's a good person too, right there. Yeah, my dad, man, he's fighting the fight. I'm telling you. See, yeah, the
That's honorable.
popsicle. I'm doing that next time, Emerald. But you know what they're
Mm.
trying to do with my dad is they're trying to force him on hospice, which I'm going to do some segments about this medical, care for
Hospice is
especially a
tough
veteran.
because
But
basically,
he's cognitive. He doesn't
yeah,
want it. He doesn't want to be on drugs and like this, like he's on Haldol. He doesn't want that. He understands that. Look, when God makes a decision, that's who makes the decision. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
I know that was the
Straight
toughest
up.
thing in the hospital. We were trying to do everything we could for my pops, and then basically once you start hearing that hospice word, and then they want to send him into the hospice area so he could just kind of you know, relapse. That's the end
Yeah,
of
that's
life
sad,
thing. You know,
bro.
once you're hospice, that's end of life. And you know, we did the best thing. We tried as hard as we could, but we, you know,
He told him yesterday when the nurse was here, talking about making it making comfortable. Make who comfortable? You know, no, nobody, like, we're good with all that. We don't need that. We really don't.
I
And
know.
whoever doesn't like it can go kick, pound sand, whatever you call that.
Ah, man,
I'm
that's
trying to
just.
catch up on I can't believe I didn't give BB from VA a wrench. I'm so sorry. I've been going through. Darren's got to get a wrench, man. That's what
Lance
I'm trying to
33.
do.
What up, buddy?
I don't know how to do it from the oh man, I gotta give her one. Who else is in here? Oh, Celia. Celia's been down with me for a minute. So your life as far as when it comes to trauma, has it always been like you know, well, maybe you say you didn't understand or whatever you were saying, but Jen and Bear too, she's been good to me, man.
You know,
Really. I don't
like I
forget the
said,
ones.
all my issues and all my traumas are really all self-inflicted. I've been through a lot of shit, but those are from, you know, not great decisions and just that, not great decisions that led me down some different paths, I'll say, you know.
I can't see this. I try to do what I can now. I can't see it. Jen and Bear should have one too. Emerald, Tina, Lance, BB from VA, SC Johnson. Oh, here he is right here. Drazo. I think he's got one of y'all. Drazo, stay there because I want to give you one too. No Diddy, bro. Everybody's saying that now. Did you notice that?
Yeah, that's like the new you know, expression.
So let me see. Jen and Bear's got one. I know
What are you
that.
doing
Just didn't
right now?
show up.
Giving people wrenches?
Yeah, Jen and Bear's got one, but it just didn't show up yet. No, I finally look. I look with my plan. They say I'm so dumb. They say that I'm this kid from Southwest Philly that has no mind, that lives with his parents. Well, let me tell you all something right now. Well, I've always had this house. I don't know. They don't even know, Kingston. This is me and my sister's house. Like, these fucking idiots. Like, I don't even care about that. I'd rather have my mom here.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I know. That shit's annoying to hear people who don't know you and have no idea about
yeah,
shit
like,
try
bro,
to.
I got a Harley motor sitting there. Like, bro, I got coins. I got so much. Like, look, at the end of the day, money doesn't make you, man. You know, positivity and a smile and paying forward, you know, a good attitude is what makes you. But what I'm saying is, like, doing all that, doing this, now that I took the wrenches away, wait, Tina should have one too. She didn't get one.
Yeah,
Like, now I'm able to give them back.
what's the expression? There's not going to be a Brinks truck following your hearse, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I really didn't even know that today was you know, this month was PT. It's actually a couple different things like depression,
That's what I'm
something
saying,
else.
isn't it? Like this month, that month, it's like 10 different months.
Yeah, but I've seen so many people suffer from PTSD, and especially just think of the veterans, bro. You know, like, look here, I got something else for you too. I want to read.
Our veterans need a whole month.
So we're gonna put us on the side
Instead of
right
one
now. I
fake
want to
ass
show you
day.
this too. I don't know if you knew this. Uh, Look, here's the craziest part. When do people with PTSD realize they have it? People with PTSD symptoms lack knowledge about the disorder, especially regarding effective treatments. Public education about PTSD is needed so that people recognize when to seek care and which treatments to choose. Now, to me, I think that's imagine all the people you even said you might not have known. You know, look at this one. Let's check this one out. Can people with PTSD fall in love? Wait, oh, well, look at this statistic. Many people with PTSD do not have any relationship problems. Wow. People with PTSD can create and maintain good relationships by building a personal support network to help cope with PTSD while working on family and friend relationships, sharing feelings honestly and openly with respect and compassion. You know what? That's cool, man. That's good to see people able to do that. But I think it's still crazy, man. You know, when you see all that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
that is.
Darren. Look at Lance too. Look at Lance. Elevated music. Do, 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 do. No, it's the truth, man. But PTSD, like, bro, wasn't it called shell shock before or something? Or they had all these different names. People came back from the war. First, it was shell shock, or I don't know. And that became PTSD. But there's so much that branches off from that. Like, look at what's that? Love that new one now. Oh yeah, but let's talk about something too, and this might offend some people, but congratulations to Louisiana, man. They put the 10 Commandments in the school. Where I think this, right? What do you think? Now, this is something I want to ask you. Because the 10 Commandments, right, in the school, whether people agree with it or not, don't you think they would have worked on, the Pledge of Allegiance first? I think that's less offensive. No, I don't know. That's a debate
Yeah, I don't know.
for
I don't
another
know.
day.
Yeah, I don't know why they started taking certain things out of school and
Yes.
started trying to implement new things into schools, and it's messed up. Like things that were always so, natural and so basic, and
Bro, because
like just
everything's about money, man. It's a shame. I went in the store, bro, the other day, and I couldn't believe I think it was like a small loaf of bread, wasn't even name brand. Bro, it was like five something. When I
crazy.
used to see it for like $1.89. Like, it's crazy, man. Like Emerald's saying, one thing need to remember that pain is not a competition. That's another thing, too. You know,
Oh, I
people
like that. I like that. Pain is not a
and,
competition. Everyone's always trying to one up you. Oh, well, this I went through.
yeah, but I was talking about this yesterday too with Drazo. It's almost funny because even on here in these communities, they're trying to one up people a lot in the negative sense. Like, you come at me or talk about my family, now I got to talk about your kids. Or it's almost like I said, people show you who they are. My mom always told me that. And it's a shame because like they don't even see that a lot of the things that they do are like dead giveaways, man. And you're never gonna get better. You're never gonna get healed. The more you keep entertaining that bull crap, talking that crap, disrespecting women and people and talking this tough talk and I'm this and that. Nobody wants to hear that shit.
That's what they say. The loudest person in the
That
room
is true.
is the weakest
Yup.
person in the room.
That's why I said that, Emerald, just because I'm into it. I think that, if you're now, see, that does, if you have 10 commandments, now that might, see, here's the only thing with that. This is only history. This is me just explaining this country was built on Judeo Christian values. I think that's why Christianity has always taken precedent. But do I think that other religions should be equally explored? Whatever people want to do, man. I don't really, I'm confident in my belief. So, whatever. And I like reading about others, man. I've learned a lot about Judaism, uh, Islam, all of that, man. Look, everybody goes to one God, man. It's just how you get there is a different, denomination is a crazy thing too. Shell shock, yeah.
I was in a program probably like maybe 10,
Me
12
too,
years.
Darren.
I was in
Go
a
ahead.
program probably like over 10 years ago, maybe 12 years ago. And we,
Emerald's got some good points.
we were stuck inside like a facility. And then on Sundays, they would take
Hey,
you
my
to,
upstairs air conditioner broke. Excuse me, so I'm a little hot.
yeah, what do you
I
got?
got
You got the
well, no,
rag
I
on?
got one in the room for the kids when they come, but I have two units, one in the basement, one upstairs. They're brand new, but
Nice.
my cousin that did it, I had a piece of the copper. Brazing is when you're soldering. It's like copper soldering, right?
Sure.
So it leaked. I guess Freon came out again, but
Oh, shit.
man, it's just like It's not really that bad. It's like 80 degrees, but still, man. Like,
Yeah, we got the AC on in the house, and I just have a couple of the rooms that we're not really using. Got the doors closed. Oh
do
yeah,
you
but
have one big unit? Do you have 2 units or one? You have two things out back or one?
no, we got one big unit, central
You probably
area.
got a 5-ton unit, huh?
Yeah, it's a big one.
Yeah, yeah. I used to do all that shit, man.
And
Look,
we
she's right too, Jen and Bear. Everything starts within, man. You got to do your inner work. That's what I'm saying, Jen and Bear. When they come up here and they act this way, you know they've never done any work on themselves. You know, and it's crazy. Like, why would you want to repeat a cycle of, you've been through trauma and you've been through all that, and then you want to keep it going, or maybe trigger someone else to relive everything they went through. I think it's ridiculous. Yes. Yo, when I got shot, man, let me tell you something. And I'm not bragging because that was not funny. But yo, Emerald, you are not lying. I'll tell you. Even when I was in a car accident, man, I'm telling you, my life, I don't know what happened, bro, but I had a weird feeling came upon me. The one car accident I was in, I thought I dead. I was dead. It was like an out-of-body experience, man. It was crazy.
yeah, those will fucking shock you, man. Especially depending on how bad the accident is.
Oh yeah, I was in bad car accidents, man. Really bad. Like kind of you shouldn't walk away from. Never my fault.
Wow.
But the one I was in the worst
Were you
was
driving?
probably, yeah, I was sideswiped. I was in a little Geo Tracker and it was in a
Ah,
stormy, rainy night.
Geo
Man, the truck,
Tracker.
bro. The I was in the front seat and I had a seatbelt on, and I don't know how I got out of the seatbelt. I went from the front seat to the back seat to the passenger seat and then back to the front seat. I was upside down. It's
Like a washing
crazy,
machine.
man. It was scary, bro. It was scary. But I always had that presence of God. I always had that prayer that I could do, or I've had that relationship. And like I said, I'm not saying anybody needs to, with denomination, but I do believe faith grounds people, no matter which way you decide to go. And another thing, when you see people acting like that, you can tell such a lack of faith or lack of anything that if you don't believe in something like that to keep you grounded, I don't care if you pray to a rock, like you're really not going to be able to be a person, or you shouldn't be able to be a person to give somebody advice in life on, or have a show and have people really think that what you're saying makes sense, because to me it doesn't. I'm not saying you have to be Christian, Jewish, but most people who have some belief like that are very, very grounded and strong and confident and not cocky.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
true. All makes sense.
that's true, Jen and Bear. Oh, that's it. Emerald's got some good one.
Have you
Be
have you ever
personalized.
been to a non-denomination mass or church?
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah, I
there.
did.
They used to
They're
take us
nice.
to one, and it was actually pretty decent. They a non-denomination mass. They kind of had like a mini band there, and they were playing songs, and it was a little different, but something.
Yeah, I've been to Muslim church, well, not Jumar. I've been to like a funeral to where there's been services and I watched it. But when I was locked up, I seen that shit. Them guys are praying. Muslims pray beautiful. I've been to a synagogue. You all right over there, bro?
Yeah,
I've
I'm
been
good.
to a lot of different places, man. But isn't it crazy to know that, like, thinking about like a month of PTSD and how many veterans and people out there really don't have sufficient care or like the tools. The mental health is a big thing in this country, man. Like it really is. It's bad. It's a shame. You think it'll ever get better, bro?
What's that? Just like the state of like how everyone's kind of mentally got
Ah,
something.
yeah. Yep.
I mean, it's crazy though, because your parents, we're not any different from the generations before. They were all going through those things too. They just didn't have something to lean on, like a mental health thing or this or that.
Yeah.
Everybody back then was just, suck it up and get tough and get through it.
like Emerald said, she said, by just deal with it. That's what they did back then, man. They really I think it was almost like a badge of dishonor to wear that and show people, because it's like,
A sign of weakness.
how could you come from Italy with nothing? My parents came here with nothing, bro. My
Right.
mom couldn't speak English, neither my dad.
Everything
My
they
mom
had to
was
do to.
Yeah, my mom was spit on. My dad worked in the union. He spoke broken English. He went in the military, and they treat my father. He's a veteran, bro. And what he's going through, listen, I'm going to make some noise with this with my father, not in
It
a
makes you
disrespect.
upset.
I want to call the news and I want to let them know, or do a story in the paper first and let them know from my perspective, my point of view, how bad veterans are treated in this country. Like, you want to push my father off to, some kind of pain medication or whatever you want to give him, sedative, to make him comfortable, where he's telling you his mind's right. He understands that whenever it happens, it happens. Like, now it actually is giving him a little bit of fight now, because he sees what they're trying to do.
Right.
Now you know what I mean? He's got
It's like, they're counting me out. They think I'm
and that's
all
how
done.
God works,
It gives
man.
them something to fight for.
That's how God works in my life, man.
Wow.
Damn straight, brother.
Tell you what, that's commendable.
Darren.
I'm glad your pop still has his mind intact and all that. Well,
hey, yo, you ready for this too? This is my luck. You ready for this?
Sorry, I'm trying to read these too.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm just reading. That's all.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, relevant to you. Ain't lying. But yo, you know what's funny? Just on another note. So Darren, check this out, right? So where I was supposed to go Friday, I was supposed to do the food thing with my boy Ancestor. He brought the ice cream truck down. That was the place where Trump was at on Saturday. That's Anthony's boy that owns that steak shop. That's a world-renowned steak shop. Not world-renowned, but in the country. And Trump was down there the next day, man. It was crazy. Just to look, I can care less what you vote for, Republican, Democrat. I learned my lesson, and I would never do that on here. No matter what I believe, you're entitled to believe whatever you want. Even if I like Trump, I'll never push that on nobody. If I like Biden, doesn't matter who I like. Well, I'd be honest, I don't like Biden. I wish there was a different candidate for everybody, man. I wish we had somebody down the line, but I have to say, when I see a guy going through that court shit, fighting all that, it makes me
it shows you the injustice.
But here's to be honest, I don't like what they did to Trump. I don't like what they did to Hunter either. Even if you want to say Hunter deserves it, he this, he that. Look, maybe so, but I think that, again, here's my point. PTSD, mental illness. He obviously didn't fix himself. All the times in rehab, he's still got a lot of work to do. So, look, these are my opinions. They don't reflect that of my, counterpart on the screen. And I hope I don't offend anybody, because guess what? If you're a Republican, I think you're great. If you're a Democrat, I think you're great. If you're independent, I think you're great. If you are one of those people that thinks that they should be teaching kids 5 and 6 years old to be a girl or boy, and not tell the parents to be included, I'm not with that. I don't know what you call me on that. I think I'm more like a libertarian, man, because I like fiscal conservatism, but when it comes to social views, man, I don't care. Be gay, love your life, man. I don't care what you want to do. Why do I care? You know what I mean?
Everyone should have the opportunity to be themselves, and that's it. I shouldn't care about what you're up to, what anyone else in the chat is up to.
Yes, Darren, it is. Cindy, I called you. I wanted you to come up today, but Cindy, we have to talk. We got to do a stream together. I want to do a stream. That's my dog right there, man. She's got a lot of time too. She's got 20 years in recovery, man.
Yeah, I know. I remember
you ever want to talk to her? If you ever want to talk to her, like, she's very, very
good stuff.
You know why I like Cindy? I'm gonna tell you, she's one of the first ones. Her, Lisa Ann, Jules, all them had my back, but Cindy really reached out, and it's crazy because she's a good friend, man. And not take all that away. Look at what she's done for her community, coming from the Bronx, helping all these people. Or was she from the Bronx? I always mix that up, I think. But anyway, I thought she's from the Bronx. No, she's gonna yell at me. I don't know, whatever. I got a lot going on. But I think that 20 years helping people, man, is, you know what I mean? It's commendable to me. That's the people I want to surround myself with. Harlem. And here's my thing, Dapper Dan. Let me tell you something. I'm going to make an announcement. I am starting a campaign in September that's going to shock the world. Will I ever say go be an informant or a rat? No. But I'm going to be denouncing all that shit. All these guys that are up here on the screen that are talking tough, that are talking gangster shit, that are condoning all these killings going on, these little kids, man. I just seen a guy just got killed in front of 4 kids with him. They killed him. Another dude, they killed him right in front of his little baby, bro. Like, something's got to give, man. It's not funny anymore. Like, bro, and I lived, I'm 51, Kingston. I lived, I was, in 1980, I was 7 years old. I remember a little bit of the 70s. I remember the 80s. I remember the 90s. Go look in Philly history, what went on in Philly with a lot of shit, and you'll see what was going on. And this is not braggadocious. This is because when you look up to when you have trauma in your life and you don't deal with it, and you might not have the support system, or you can't really find that at home, or maybe your parents are, strict a certain way or whatever, that's when you go to the street. When people give you a little bit of respect, and then all of a sudden you see a guy who's, doing whatever, you look up to that because it's like, man, this guy's treating me like I'm good, but really, they're using it, man. Nobody's treating you like nothing. Very rare you will find some sour dudes. But like, the ultimate goal is to get your life right. You can't sit there. What are you going to do your whole life? And every 10 years, people change. But these kids really need help, man. So my mission is to really go hard on a campaign to, really, it's time, man. It's time to put plus to make the Wiz Kingston. We're going to do that shit big. Kingston, we're going to blow this shit up, man. And when I get rocking and rolling, you know what I mean? You're going to be with me too, bro. And we should start doing. See, I've been learning No Jumper. No, but I'm watching No Jumper. I'm watching all this stuff. I want to start doing some videos too, where like I do content, and I do like maybe, where I put on my conservative voice and I say, hi, everybody, and I talk, I could do that quick, easy. And I do like a narration of a story because I write poetry. I don't know if you know that.
No.
And a very good storyteller, like freestyle on paper. Sick. So I want to start really, and that content will be like a premiere, or like where I don't have to go live. I could just upload it. But how they tell you to do it is put bits and pieces first and then put the whole video.
Yeah, part 1, part 2, so on.
Yeah, I'm going to try to hit some freestyle videos up maybe on Wednesday if everything goes right.
Cool.
Look at Harlem. No, I want to say this to everybody here right now, 27 people. I want to thank you all for being here for 2 reasons. Number 1, because it shows the support for me. And number 2, it shows that you're in this chat because you care about PTSD, you care about mental health, and you don't give a fuck about elections and shit. You guys are for the cause too. You might not be able to do certain things. Like I know BB from VA she's older. She's got a lot of pains. She can't be out there hitting the foot, but she's with us in support. The moral support's unbelievable. Like, that's all I need. I'll do the rest. I want to thank you guys for always having my back and being here, man. It means a lot. And you don't get that, bro. Like I said, I'd rather always take quality over quantity. So all these dudes with these chats, 200 people, 100 people, negative Nellies, that's not quality, bro. That's quantity. Never forget that. So I just want to thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no, likewise. I feel the same.
You're right, Emerald.
I know I pop up here once in a while on the video with you, but if I'm not, I'm usually just watching and bullshitting with the chat. And like I was even saying last time I was on, I don't really have much of a social life. I work a little bit, hang out at the house, and I'm with my son. So I don't have any social life. So this kind of is like my social aspect of life, like hanging out in the chat.
And you know, it's crazy too. If you notice, today's Monday. I didn't play music. And Darren, I want to go to that video right now, but I'm still learning YouTube policy. I'm trying to really like turn this into. I'm actually, dude. Right now I'm at 2140. Like I'm gaining subs every week, man. I'm not. It's not like I'm gaining a ton, but I did some videos yesterday, edited, threw like 6 of them up. But I'm really taking this serious. It's time to make this to a business, and sooner or later, people are going to see that here's a podcast that can be informative, that can be funny, and still have the best interest at hand for the people, man. I'm here for the people. I'm here to stand up for what's right, forget what's wrong, and to do whatever you can do to all get along. I just made that up.
That's
just
that
like I say,
sound.
just like I say all the time, stay blessed, not stressed, let God handle the rest.
That's it.
But anyway, no, I seriously want to just, make people understand that there's people out here. What am I here for? They told me I never walk right again. I was in 6 car accidents. I had major surgeries. They made fun about me talking about disability. These friggin' guys don't even understand what I went through in my life. It's not a pity party. So for me, I have to do something. I coached for 23 years. I think I have a gift. Not saying I'm better than people, but the kids, for some reason, I'm not talking young kids. I'm talking like in their 20s. Whenever I run into young groups in, Wawa or something, like I walk right up and it's nothing, black, white, green, or orange, because I give them respect first. You know what I mean? And that's what we need to do instead of looking like this and walking past them and saying, ew, or shutting the window and the blinds. I understand that. But I guess I'm the guy, God's blessed me with some kind of strength.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure.
Oh, wait, Selfie's in here too. Thank you, Jen and Bear. Selfie. I got to give her. Hold on. Yo, bro.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead. What state's everyone tuned in from today? Sorry, that's my go-to question anytime Code's on the phone.
That was Johnny Mac. He said, what's up? And then they say, oh, why do you mention Johnny Mac? Why do you care about Johnny Mac? Let me tell you something. You know why? Let me tell you for one reason, whether you like him or not. I watched that dude in the beginning of this YouTube shit. Dude, he was fighting with people, going after people, all that shit. And then you see him now doing his paranormal and not flinching. These dudes, they harass him. They talk about his kids, his wife all day. And you know what he does? Spirit box. So shout out to Johnny Mac, man.
See, I don't even know if I'd want to create a big channel because I don't even want to deal with shit like that,
Yeah, but they told me I couldn't do this. They say you'll never have a channel. You always have trolls. Look, I just gave wrenches. I didn't even have wrenches and we didn't have a problem. Oh, yeah. Snurk, I got to get you too. Snurk, I don't mean it like that. Everything Code says, I got to watch. Cindy got a wrench. Now that Cindy's wrenched, Cindy can be a good mod. She can knock them out the box. Because if you try to cover my check and be disrespectful, Cindy's gonna ask you out.
You're now, shot. Cindy's got Yo, I tried finding you on Facebook and I can't add you for some reason. Are you not public? I typed in.
But Cindy, are we going to do a stream? I want to do a stream with you on your channel, whatever. I have some very good topics I want to talk about.
That's what I want to do is hop on with like 4 people on a panel and do like a cool show one night,
Let me ask you a question, Kinks, and I got to...
what do you got?
I want to ask you... No, your honest opinion into the chat too. So my nephew, when he started his journey, he was 405. I took him to the gym with no drugs, nothing. I got him down to 195. Well, he did most of the work towards the end.
He lost over 200 pounds?
Yeah, I did that. I was a personal trainer my whole life. But
holy shit.
I have a friend of mine who's a big dude, man. He's got diabetes and everything. I'm going to start his journey out in a pool. And I was thinking, man, he's not the kind of guy to be on camera, man. You know, he's a biker and all that shit.
Yeah.
But I'm going to try to help him by Thanksgiving lose about 50 to 100 pounds. And I was thinking about documenting it, man, but I don't think he's going to want to do it. So
yeah, that would be
cool.
cool.
That's why I want to start going on Cindy's panel, because I'll tell you, the best women to train, pause, they're the best. Because listen, women are really strong, resilient. And I'm not saying this to get kudos, not flirt with anybody, but women, seriously, man, men are always in the gym thinking that, you know, once they see a dude benching something, you're training them, they want to fucking out bench this dude.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I'd rather.
It's always the pissing contest.
Yeah. But women really listen, Kingston. They do. They take it seriously. And, you know, see, the thing is, if you're a personal trainer, my number one rule is no fraternization. Like, if you get to know somebody, you could joke and have jokes. Like, I was training this one lady. She worked at the college. I helped her. She lost some weight. Her husband died. She would flirt with me and joke and say, like, crazy jokes. She's an older woman. She gained a lot of weight. But, like, we would joke back and forth, but never to the point where you're crossing a line, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, Johnny's down.
Nice. I try to lose a little bit of weight here and there. I can't.
I just don't know, man. I just think that people should just look, man. I say it every day. Look in the mirror and love yourself. I do this every day. I've been praying since I've been on here. I've been praying my whole life. They say I'm a fraud, whatever. If I'm a fraud, you guys would know it, number one. Number two, the main thing is, why do you want somebody to hold that much power over you? Like, even if it's fucking bothering you, or even if it's really getting to you, man, that's fine. It's normal. Don't let the world see it. Don't post it. Don't do all that shit on there, because, to be honest, all you do is arm them and you make your arsenal weaker. That's the truth. And I'm saying it from my own experience of stuff that I've done too, you know. And the PTSD is trauma, man. So some people act out because of that. They don't really, like you say, you didn't really know or recognize. And a lot of people who may recognize or feel it, they don't know how to deal with it or get the tools, or, you know.
True.
So, and a lot of men, you know, it's pride. Why would a guy want to go admit something like that? You know? Johnny, I don't know what that meant. I just seen that word in there. I don't know what that means.
You ever see that show Naked and Afraid?
Yeah.
On Discovery? That's a pretty dope show.
Johnny, apple cider vinegar. He's laughing right now. He just spit his coffee. Guaranteed. Whatever he's doing, he's choking right now. It works, though, apple cider vinegar. They laugh at me. And you know what else works?
Works for what?
Kingston, you want to never get sick a day in your life?
I just bought some last night.
No, eat a clove of garlic every day, brother.
Yeah.
Raw dog. Or get the minced garlic, spoonful. You'll get used to it after a while. Look, if you don't like it, put honey on it. It works. I'm telling you, bro. So look, one last thing I want to touch on this, because we didn't do this yet, if you don't mind.
What do you got?
Hold on.
We got to do a nighttime show, bro.
You tell me when.
Maybe like a Tuesday or Thursday night.
Yeah, that's cool. Here's the one that I wanted to show you that I didn't even finish reading, so we can do this together, guys. Check this out. So, these are statistics. How common is PTSD in adults? National Center for PTSD. This is a study of February 3rd, 2023. About 6 out of every 100 people, or 6% of the U.S. population, will have PTSD at some point in their lives. Many people who have PTSD will. Then it says 8% of women and 4% of men get PTSD at some point in their lifetime. Women are 2 to 3 times more at risk for developing PTSD when compared to men. In women, about 10 to 12% develop PTSD during their lifetime. In men, about 5% to 6% develop PTSD during their lifetime. And one more last thing I want to go over. That's crazy, those statistics. So there's more women than men. And
I
then
know
you got,
why that is.
that's crazy, right? Look,
Maybe
some
because of like
interesting facts
relationship.
include 70% of all adults experience at least one traumatic event in their lifetime. Wow. That's crazy, ain't it? So they say there's what? How many billion people on the planet?
6
That's
billion.
crazy, bro.
Actually,
20% of people who experienced a traumatic event will develop PTSD. About 13 million people have PTSD in a given year. 1 in 13 people will develop PTSD at some point in their lifetime. See, Kingston, I can turn it on too. So
Yeah.
the stats really back it up, man. The stats are showing you that, like, the numbers are. I thought the numbers are a little bit more great, but they're still substantial, man. I mean, to have that much, to know that it's pretty, like, nothing's changing. There's no help.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. That's what I just said, Emerald. Straight up. See, me and Emerald's on the same page. Men hide it because we think we're too cool.
Yeah, that's why the suicide
Johnny
rate.
butt dialed me. No,
That's why
didn't.
men have such a higher suicide rate, is because they probably stay to themselves, they're quiet, and they don't really speak much. No.
Look, all I know is I came on here in the beginning and I told people about when somebody tried to touch me when I was 8 years old. That turned into freaking being a pedophile. All this other crazy shit that, to me, is like ridiculous. When,
I know it's not easy, but you got to try to. Yeah.
no, I don't even care. No, I'm saying I wish I never would have maybe in the beginning responded to a couple people, but look where I'm at, bro. I'm here. Look, everybody's in this chat chilling. No, there's no arguments. What do I need 200 fake people in here? Oh, Cindy, your son is going to Colombia. That's what's up. Oh, please, yeah, be careful. I forgot about that.
I don't even feel comfortable going to another country.
No, listen, what about tomorrow night, man? You want to set some up for tomorrow night?
Yeah, let's do it right now.
All right, cool.
And then we'll figure out like something like dope to talk about. Maybe something we never really talked about.
Bro, whatever, man.
And then we'll get on the phone maybe tomorrow for like 20 minutes and game plan.
Yeah, we'll get real deal on it, because there's a lot of topics that need to be discussed.
And let's try to bring up like 2 people,
Oh, I read that too. I read that. Check this out. With suicide rates, women attempt more than men. Men succeed more than choose more violent. Damn, yeah. With suicide rate, women attempt more, men succeed more. They choose more violent methods to do it. That's crazy. Yeah, he's grown, but we got friends in Colombia too. We got our arm reaches real far. Cindy, I know your arm reaches far too. Yeah. So what do you got going on today, brother?
Jeez, I don't know, but I do got to get my ass in gear and start making some moves.
Who's Yankee? Oh, Yankee, I was told not to call you anymore. I was being disrespectful. I don't know. Yankee, that's Drazzo. So what do you got going on? I'm sorry, brother.
Not shit really, bro. We actually had a crazy winds last night, tons of rain, and I was out in my yard this morning. We got a bunch of down trees. And
is it going to rain today too? What are they calling?
I hope not. I didn't check the weather for this week yet.
You know what's crazy though? I was thinking, I don't know. She already called me. I was wondering, because it was poured here and my son didn't water my plants, but
you got to do that early in the morning, right?
The best time to water your plants is 5 in the morning or as soon as it turns dark at night. It's the best times to do it. 5 in the morning is the best, but because you wake the plants up, or some people use all kinds of stuff, dude. People put banana peels in water. They put oranges in water to make a spray of. One of them feeds it. One's insect repellent.
Huh.
But I have a fig tree, man, that's used out there. It's getting giant, bro.
Sick. That's pretty cool.
My dad always told me, yeah, I do that, and I make wine. I'm getting ready August, bro. We're making 100 gallons this year.
Wow, no shit.
Yeah,
Dude,
I love it.
I gotta come down and visit, bro. I know I keep saying that, but
Yeah, man.
I mean, you're probably only like 2.5, 3 hours from me.
You know, Emerald. Yup. That's what my son did the one day. He did it in the afternoon and burnt my plants. And
Yeah,
two
he did
nice,
it during the day.
beautiful, what were they called? Locatanas or something. Plants are beautiful. They were yellow. It feels like it's getting worse. He said it's going to be 80 degrees today.
Damn.
Yeah,
and then when it does rain, it gets more humid, you know?
Yeah, it's breezy out though. Oh shit, it's almost the nurse is coming at 10:30. I forgot all
Yo, I'm
about
gonna
it.
shoot you. Check your Facebook. I'm gonna shoot you a message and try to friend
Yeah,
request
send
me.
me a message.
All right,
Yeah,
I will do.
bro, I want to thank you for coming on. To everybody in here again, my utmost respect to all you guys. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. Like I said, I plan on bringing a lot more content, real topics, real discussions, definitely some other freestyling in the street, food stuff, whatever, anything to bring some kind of interesting content or positive or something that makes you look and say, you know what, I can dig this, and I don't have to sit here and worry about a blowback from some people that don't even know me.
Yo, or for anybody that's in the chat, once Code ends the video, maybe shoot a comment on what would be good topics for tomorrow night, or if anybody
Yeah,
has
you know what? That's a great one
ideas.
because I just read that helps the algorithm. So if anybody wants to hear us discuss anything tomorrow night, set something in the comment when we end this. And remember, as always, stay blessed, not stressed. Let God handle the rest. And keep doing you, man. If there's anything, I say this PTSD, anybody, trauma, if you don't want to talk about stuff here, I'm not great with Instagram, but if you send me a message, I'll check it eventually. And most people have my email address. And we can get together and I'll do whatever I can to help anybody. So I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you stay blessed. We'll see you tomorrow night. Yeah, let us know what you want us to talk about tomorrow night. It'll be great.
Yeah, people should
Guys,
comment. People should comment and
yeah.
let us know. But yo, thanks for having me on. Thanks to everybody.
Thank you, brother. God bless everybody.
Talk to you
Take
later,
care.
bud. Peace out,
Take care,
Code.
brother. All right, man. Be good.
Later.
See you, brother.